Well, House Republicans are ramping up their investigation now into the decision surrounding the Hunter Biden tax probe. The Oversight and Judiciary, as well as Ways and Means Committee, are all demanding transcribed interviews from more than a dozen federal officials. They want to know how this came about. It includes U.S. Attorney for Delaware David Weiss, Assistant U.S. Attorney Leslie Wolf, and U.S. Attorney for D.C. Matthew Graves. Joining me right now is New York Congressman Nick Langworthy. He's a member of the Oversight, Agriculture, and Rules Committees. Congressman, thanks very much for being here this morning. What do you expect to learn with all of these depositions?
Well, we better have cooperation first and foremost, because when they rolled out this really sweetheart plea deal on Hunter, it seems like the Justice Department just wanted to tie it up with a bow. I mean, it's ridiculous. If Hunter Biden's name was, Hunter Langworthy, he'd be in leg irons right now. And the fact that he got a minor charge for guns and tax charges that would be for any pedestrian case, while we have the evidence that we've seen so far on influence peddling. I mean, it's just obviously a two-tiered system of justice. So we need facts. We need to know how these decisions were made. We need to know if anyone lied to Congress. And they're very clear, facts that show that it might very well be the Attorney General himself that lied to Congress.
Well, what happens if it is? If Merrick Garland perjured himself under oath, what happens then?
Well, I think at that point that we will have an impeachment inquiry, and we will move forward on the impeachments of the Attorney General. And we have a lot of firepower on this investigation now. The House Oversight Committee has been working on this all year. I mean, our membership has, reviewed these documents. Our chairman, James Comer, is out there working on this every day, because the American people deserve to know if your president is compromised, if he's on the take to foreign agencies while he's making these decisions.
This is absolutely extraordinary and stunning. And equally stunning is the DOJ's and the FBI's handling of this, as is the actual acceptance of money from foreign nationals. I've been asking the question, how is it possible that the DOJ can prosecute not paying taxes on income, but not investigate the actual income of where that income came from?
Well, I think where they've made a severe flaw here, and they're losing in the court of public opinion, is we talk to people around this country as Congress is on a district work period, that this just doesn't pass the smell test. We're in the midst of an investigation. They try to rush out a quickie, unannounced plea deal. They didn't even know charges were pending. And we have just uncovered the tip of an iceberg. And now with whistleblowers coming forward, what we learned last week from the IRS whistleblower who's come forward and is now talking, in a very public way, we see that these federal agencies have been asked to step down. I mean, it's always the cover-up that's worse than the crime. I don't know if that's even possible with as filthy as the crimes that look like Hunter Biden and various members of the Biden family have committed. I mean, not a single one of them is registered as a foreign agent, and there's tens of millions of dollars perhaps flowing through their bank accounts. I mean, the suspicious activities reports alone would make most Americans' minds blown.
That's unbelievable. And now we've got the ex-business associate of Hunter Biden, Tony Bobulinski, and his lawyers are saying that they reached out to U.S. Attorney for Delaware David Weiss. They offered to testify, but then they never heard back, Congressman, so they blew that off. This
time and again, every single fact pattern seems to come back to the fact that you have multiple federal agencies covering up for this family, this very powerful family. And, Joe Biden's been around long enough where he's got a lot of friends in a lot of high places. And the weaponization of this federal government, what we've seen them come after, President Trump on a documents charge, or trying to throw him in jail for 100 years. And meanwhile, we're going to get probation for a guy that didn't register as a foreign agent and took millions of dollars. I mean, give me a break. This is the American people see right through this. We certainly see through it at the House Oversight Committee. And I know our partners in the Judiciary and Ways and Means Committee, we're getting to work and we're sharpening the pencils. We're going to have very serious depositions, hopefully very soon.
All right, Congressman, what's the timing on that? When do you expect to hear back? And do you think that they will try to just stonewall and not show up?
Well, the media blackout seems to be evaporating around the president. He's had all his partners in the mainstream media, silenced. I think the clock's ticking very soon.
Okay. Congressman, thank you. We'll be watching your work. Nick Langworthy joining us this morning.